this auspicious month of Purushottama, the supreme personality of Godhead. So we'll recite chapter 15 and we'll read to 4 verses each. श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलम् अधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवेत् अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा गुणा प्रवृद्धा विषया प्रवाला अधश्च मूलानि अनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके नारूपमस्य तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरुद्धमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा तथा पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यम् यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूय तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यथा प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी निर्माणमोहा जितसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनित्य विनिवृत्तकाम द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञे गच्छन्ति यमूढा पदमव्ययं तत्. Sorry, I read extra verse. Yes, anyone wants to recite next 4 verses?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I?
Yes, Mother.
Hare Krishna. नातद् भाष्यन्ते सूरयो न शशाङ्को न पावका यद् गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांसो जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातना मनसष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यद् अवाप्नोति यच्चाप्ये उत्क्रमतीश्वरा गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धान् इवाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं ग्रहणम् एव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयान् उपसेवते. Hare Krishna.
Oh, very nice. Anyone else wants to recite? Next 4.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Yatantu
Utkramantam.
Okay. Utkramantam stitam vapi bhunjanam va gunenvitam vimudhananu pasyanti jnana chakshusa yatanto yoginaschainam pasyanti atmani avasthitam yatantopi akratatmano nainam pasyanti acetasaha यद् आदित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चग्नौ तत्तेजो विधिमामकम् गाम् आविश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अहम् ओजसा पुष्णामि चौषधिः सर्वः सोम भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहम् आश्रितः प्राणपानसमायुक्तः पचामि अन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Very nice.
Thank you,
Anyone
Prabhuji.
else wants to recite next few verses?
I can do, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mata.
Is it from 15, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivisto. All glories to Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivisto matta smritirgnanamohanam cha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta krudveda videva chaham. द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चक्षर एव च क्षरा सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमपुरुषस्त्वन्या परमात्मेति उदाहृतः यो लोकात्रयमविश्य बिभर्ति अव्यया ईश्वर यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतिथा पुरुषोत्तमः. Should I read both, Prabhuji? These two.
Let's see if anyone else also.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're all good. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Rama can this.
Ram.
यो मामेवम् असम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यस्य च भारत.
Om Tat Sat Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottam Yogo Nama Pancha Dasha Yaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So we have read till text number 14 in the last session. So today we'll read 15:15. If there is one verse in chapter 15 you want to memorize, this is that verse, often quoted verse 15:15. In the list of 21 verses, one verse from each chapter, this 15:15 is there. It's a quite important verse, Prabhupada quotes that. So let's study that. And before we go there, you all remember the acronym HOME. The chapter acronym for chapter 15. H is home or hotel, material world or spiritual world. Spiritual world is our home, material world is hotel, temporary place. By the time we feel we get to know, the time is up. On and on, over and over. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Keep moving in this whirlpool until we get to the home. M, that's what we're talking about. Krishna talks, it's the fire of digestion. He's the one, he's the light of the sun, he's the maintainer. And finally, the essence of the Gita, which is to practice devotional service. Okay, yes, Hiral Mataji, you want to read 15:15?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everybody. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तं स्मृतिर्ज्ञानं पोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैर्हवमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत्. This was a tricky line. वेदान्तकृत् वेदविद् एव चाहम्. Translation. I can't see the translation, Prabhuji. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am known for Vedas. I am the knower of the Vedas. Purport. The Supreme Lord is situated as Paramatma in everyone's heart, and it is from him that all activities are initiated. The living gets everything of his past life, but he has to act according to the direction of the Supreme Lord, who is witness to all his work. Therefore, he begins his work according to his past deeds. Required knowledge is supplied to him, and remembrance is given to him, and he forgets also about his past life. Thus, the Lord is not only all pervading, he is also localized in every individual heart. He awards the different fruitive results. He is worshipable not only as impersonal Brahman, the supreme personality of Godhead and the localized Paramatma, but as the form of the incarnation of the Vedas as well. The Vedas give the right direction to people so that they can properly mold their lives and come back to Godhead, back to home. The Vedas offer knowledge. The Vedas offer knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, and Krishna, in his incarnation as Ved Vyas, is the compiler of the Vedanta Sutra. The commentation on Vedanta Sutra by Ved Vyas in Srimad Bhagavatam gives the real understanding of Vedanta Sutra. The Supreme Lord is so full that for the deliverance of the conditioned soul, he is the supplier and digester of foodstuff, the witness of his activity, and the giver of knowledge in the form of the Vedas. And as Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the teacher of Bhagavad Gita, he is worshipable by the conditioned soul. Thus, God is all good, God is all merciful. Anta Pravishta Shasta Jananam. The living entity forgets as soon as he quits his present body, but he begins his work again, initiated by the Supreme Lord. Although he forgets, the Lord give him the um, intelligence to renew his work where he ended his last life. So not only does a living entity enjoy or suffer in this world according to dictation from Supreme Lord situated locally in the heart, but he receives the opportunity to understand the Vedas from him. If one is serious about understanding the Vedic knowledge, then Krishna gives the required intelligence. Why does he present the Vedic knowledge for understanding? Because a living entity individually need to understand Krishna. Vedic literature confirm this. Yosu Sarver Veder Gyate. In all Vedic literature, beginning from the four Vedas, Vedanta Sutras, and the Upanishad and Puranas, the glories of the Supreme Lord are celebrated. By performance of Vedic rituals, discussion of Vedic philosophy, and worship of Lord in devotional service, he is attained. Therefore, the purpose of the Veda is to understand Krishna. The Vedas gives us direction by which to understand Krishna and process of realizing him. The ultimate goal is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vedanta Sutra 1.1.4 confirms this in the following word Tat tu samanvayat. One can attain perfection in three stages. By understanding Vedic literature, one can understand his relationship with Supreme Personality of Godhead. By performing the different processes, one can approach him. And at the end, one can attain the supreme goal, who is no more than Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this verse, the purpose of Vedas, the understanding of Vedas, and the goal of the Vedas are clearly defined. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, let's see the Sanskrit. Sarvasya. Who knows the meaning? Let's try word to word without seeing. What does Sarvasya mean?
All living beings.
All, yeah. Sarva means all living beings. Cha, aham. Aham means I,
Me.
I'm seated.
seated. So, sannivishto. That's the word here. Situated, seated. Where? Hridi.
There, in the heart.
In the heart, region of heart, around the heart. And mattaha, from me. Smriti. What does smriti mean? Shruti, smriti.
Knowledge and
Knowledge is jnana. What does smriti
jnanam.
mean?
Remembrance.
Remembrance, correct.
Remembrance,
Remembrance.
yes. Smriti Shakti, remembrance power. So knowledge, remembrance, apohanam,
Forgetfulness.
forgetfulness. The three things: knowledge, forgetfulness, and remembrance. Comes from whom? Mattah, from me. Vedes, from all the Vedas.
Vedas.
Sarve, from all the Vedas. Aham, I. Eva Vedyo, I am to be known. From all the Vedas, Krishna is to be known. Vedanta Krit. Vedanta Krit.
Compiler
Vedanta Krit, yes. Ved Vid.
of the Vedas.
Veda Vid, he is the knower.
The
Veda Vid.
knower of. I know.
Cha Aham. So, I am the knower and I am the Vedanta Krit. Vedant Veda Vid. So, who can tell the essence of the book? Who can tell the essence of the book? The best essence of the book?
Author.
The author. So here the author himself was Vyasadeva or Krishna himself. Vedanta Krit is telling what is the essence. From all the Vedas, I am to be known. Because the author has not just read the book once, or to write a paragraph takes 10 times more effort than to read a paragraph, is it not? To write an article takes at least 10 times more effort to read an article. Same applies with the book. So the author knows the in and out of the book. What is the essence? Why the purpose of the book? So now let's write some notes. So what is in one line, can we give a good title to this verse?
In one word, you said, Prabhuji.
No, a few words, like we're giving title to every verse in a few words.
Krishna is the supreme guide, or Krishna guides.
Krishna is the knower of Vedas, or Krishna.
Okay, the supreme guide, the supreme knower. Okay, not overthinking. We'll just give supreme maintainer and knower. Okay, so anything from the purport struck you? Anything from this verse struck you? Anything you recall?
Krishna is assuring that he is Paramatma residing in the heart.
Okay, very nice.
And from him comes the remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness.
Yes, three things. What are the three things? Knowledge, jnana, then
Remembrance,
Remembrance, smriti,
remembrance,
forgetfulness.
and forgetfulness.
and third is apohanam, forgetfulness. So Prabhupada gives some examples also. Can anyone quote some examples which we read? Like the last body. Do we remember how
No.
we got, maybe someone killed us, maybe we drowned in the water, maybe we fell off a mountain cliff, maybe we got burned alive, who knows? Maybe we were an insect and someone stepped on us, right? Anything could have happened, is it not? So he gives us forgetfulness, right? What else? Prabhupada writes, if one is serious about understanding the Vedic knowledge, then Krishna gives the intelligence. Very nice. So the Lord really wants to help us. Like a mother, father, they want to help the child. If the child is really serious about studying, will the parents not do their best to support the child? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
They'll do anything in their means, whether the child needs a new book or new extra resources, new laptop. Okay, you study nicely. Oh, there is a new course you want to enroll. They'll do their best. Then similarly, if someone wants to come close to Krishna, Krishna gives them the right intelligence. And there's so many examples. There were hippies when Prabhupada came to United States, and later many of them became Vedic scholars. They did not get Sanskrit training. They were like translating verses, reciting this many do big yagyas, and how did they get all that knowledge, that understanding?
From
Krishna gives
Krishna.
that. Guru gives that. Guru Krishna Prasada. What else you recall from the verse? Another nice point is the Vedas give the right direction to people so that they can mold their lives and come back home back to Godhead. This is the most important purpose of the Vedas. Often people get confused. Why are the Vedas? We don't even know the names of the Vedas, what to speak of the content of the Vedas. But what is the essence of all the Vedas? From all the Vedas?
He is the compiler of all the Vedas.
Krishna is
Yes, he's the compiler, and the compiler is saying what? What is the essence of all the Vedas?
Knowledge.
to know
To
the
know
absolute
Krishna.
truth.
No, Krishna.
I am to be known. That is he's saying.
Krishna is, yeah.
Vedescha sarve
Ahameva Vedya.
ahameva vidyu. I am to be known. If someone, there is in the Vedas, Ayurveda and Rig Veda and Sam Veda and Yajur Veda and this Veda and that Veda. Vedas are book of knowledge, in short. That's the literal meaning, the book of knowledge. To know, with. But where real Vedavid, there's a devotee named Vedavid Das, Vedavid Prabhu. So what is real Vedavid? To understand Krishna, to know about Krishna, and to become servant of Krishna. Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dogda Gopal Nandanaha. All the Vedas are compared to, all the scriptures are compared to what? Sarva Upanishado Gavo.
Is it
Cow.
Cow.
cow?
What is the essence of the cow?
Milk.
Milk.
Milk. And for milking the cow, we need a milkman. So who's the milkman?
Krishna.
Krishna. But cow does not give just milk to the milkman. The cow first, the calf will take the milk, then only others will get the milk. So who's the calf?
Arjuna and other devotees.
Partho Vatsa. Arjuna is the Parth. Parth is the Vatsa. So Arjuna, Parth is the Vatsa. Vatsa means bachra, calf. Sudhir Bhokta. Sudhir, the people who have good intelligence. The people who have good intelligence, in short, they are keen to understand about the Supreme Lord. They get the good intelligence. And I'm sure sometimes we may take it for granted, but devotees, even I have seen some devotees, an ordinary, you'll be surprised, like ordinary 70-year-old person, their memory is not very sharp, is it not? We all know that, right? By age, anyways, all the faculties, seeing, chewing, digesting, walking, our body degrades. There's an undeniable fact. But you see so many devotees now, So many Maharajas, they quote verses like anything. From where? They're not like opening phones and laptops. They're quoting in the Bhagavatam class as if they know the entire Bhagavad Gita, like memorized practically. Hundreds and thousands of verses. How? Krishna gives the intelligence. If if a child is using the facilities given by the father in a very, very nice way, the father will say, good job. Take some more. Take some more. So we must use this intelligence in Krishna's service. We must use our knowledge, remembrance, intelligence, etc. in Krishna's service. Otherwise, we will miss the purpose, and then Krishna may not provide that facility. What else? He's the supplier, we are the digester of food, he's the witness, he's the giver of knowledge. Everything are dependent on. In short, God is all good and all merciful. Isn't that beautiful?
Very good.
He's all kind, all merciful, all knowing, and always there for us. He's always present also. Anta Pravishta. Will our mother accompany us if next life we become a ant? Will she come? Will our wife, son, daughter, husband, father, in-laws, friends, relatives, neighbors, Facebook, Instagram, will they accompany us? Only one person will accompany us. When we quit our present body, he begins his work again. So, although he forgets, the Lord gives him the intelligence to renew his work where he ended. Same applies to bhakti also. Like some devotees are born in like a devotee family, so they can begin from there, like the Bharat Maharaj or Bharat story. So, not only does a living entity enjoy or suffer in this world according to the dictation of Supreme Lord, situated locally in the heart, but he receives opportunity to understand the Vedas also from him. So, in short, Lord is very, very kind. No one is going to accompany us, our wealth, our job, our whatever is not going to accompany us. He's our true friend who's going to accompany us, who's going to always be with us. He'll never leave us. Always present with us, for us. He's thereby on our side. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Purushottama. All we have to do is basically turn towards Him and then see the magic. Krishna bhuli se jeevanadir bahirmukh atev maya tare de sansar dukh. When we forget Krishna, then we caught up in the dukkha of this samsara. So, towards the end, it's mentioned that we can understand one's relation with the Supreme Lord. How? By studying the Vedic literature, Gita, Bhagavad, and performing different processes. What are those? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smarana. And at the end, one can attain the supreme goal, which is Krishna. Very clear. Sambandha Vidya Prayojan. How to know him, right? Through knowledge through bona fide scriptures. What is the supreme goal, prayojan, and what is the abhideya, right? Sambandh, abhideya, prayojan.
Right.
Simple. Knowledge or understanding the process we follow, Shravanam Kirtanam, and then reach to the Supreme Lord. Any other thoughts, comments in this verse, text 15.15? Yes, Mataji, yes, Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, like, I was just thinking that the essence of Veda is to know Krishna, and Krishna wants us to know him. So, like, the way we know Krishna, like, how does Krishna wants us to know him? Like, what we don't know about him?
What we don't know about him.
Yeah, like right now, like we know he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the cause of all the causes. Nothing can be bigger, better, or equal to him. So, like, how does Krishna wants us to know him? Like, I want to understand this for myself, and also, like, few people like who are new, they can tell me that, okay, I know already. What do you want me to know?
Hmm.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Am I asking the right question? I mean, I was just
No, it's
wondering.
nice. It's because Visheshika Prabhu said in the class, if you ask a wrong question, then you get $100. That means there's no wrong question because I'm going to give $100, right? There's no wrong question as long as it's with a sincere intent. And the answer is in the next few verses. Text number 19. Let's see. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. Yo mam evam asammudo janati purushottamam. जो मुझको जान लेते हैं as the Supreme Personality of Sarvavid with full devotion. Bhajati mam, they render devotional service. There's another beautiful verse which fits here very, very nicely from the Bhagavad Gita. Very famous verse. Who knows that? Chatushloki. Chatushloki. How does it begin?
Is it Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji?
Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabho
Prabhavo mattas
sarvam.
mattasvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhuda bhava samanvitaha.
Exactly, if you see, it's just a paraphrased, the same verse. One who understands that I am the source of everything. Iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. So that person basically renders. Knowing Krishna means to render pure devotional service. When there is love, love has no boundary, especially pure love, right? So pure devotees, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed by his example, he would hear the story of Narsimha and Prahlad and Dhruva hundreds and hundreds of times, tears coming from his eyes. They want to hear again and again. If someone says, I know Krishna, but they don't have 5 minutes to spend, they don't have 5-10 minutes to talk about Gita, what is that kind of knowledge? No, sorry, they don't know. Knowledge means to know Krishna means to worship Krishna. To know Krishna means to start loving Krishna. To know Krishna means to eagerness to know more about. To know Krishna means bhakti. Bhakti means loving devotional service. This is not some mundane, exam that I have got this XYZ certificate and now I'm qualified. No, this is spiritual science. This is not mundane, some class or some certificate to check the box. Oh, I know Krishna. Oh, yes, he's God. Okay. But what does that really mean? What is my connection with him? What is the purpose? Why has God created all of us? What is the purpose of this material nature? That intelligent person understand. As we were talking yesterday, this couple who just got married, the end, young, good wealth, good income, good beauty, knowledge, everything was there. Who would have imagined that they will die? One died, other seriously injured. So knowledge means to really understand what is my destination and what is the ultimate purpose of my life. For example, if I say I have full knowledge about this phone, and then what do? I start tuck, 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 tuck. I'm hammering nails. Would you call me well that I am very knowledgeable about utilizing this phone? What would you say? I'm hammering nails from it, tuck, 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 tuck. Or I'm using it as like maybe a racket, right? To play table tennis. What will you call me? Very intelligent?
Nahi, that you don't know about this.
Exactly. This phone has as much more valuable than using it as a hammer. Hammer will cost maybe $10. Phone costs $1,000. Right? It's more precious. Similarly, if one says, no, I know about life, I know about God, but all I'm doing is eating, sleeping, mating, defending, and making a mess out of my life, then do I really know about my life? Knowing God means to love God, to worship God, to serve God, to develop stronger connection with God, to understand how can I enhance my connection with Krishna? How can I serve him? How can I serve everyone? What is the real purpose of life? We understand that life is much more precious than just eating food, getting a job, building a house. That animals also do. Then animals are more intelligent because they don't have to work hard. They build a better house. We have to pay taxes, mortgage, insurance, so many things. Birds, no one charges them taxes. No one charges them insurance. No one charges them mortgage. Does that help? Or am I off track?
No, yes, Prabhuji, definitely. So to know Krishna means to know what does he want, right?
Mm.
And he wants like everyone to be coming back to him and loving each other, and yeah, like performing the devotional service. So just by saying that yes, he is the supreme personality of Godhead, I know he is the supreme personality. Okay, what else you want me to know? So, but then what does he want? Like if I know somebody, I'll also know what are the likes and dislikes of that person.
Mm. Exactly.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for explaining. This helps. Hare Krishna.
Knowledge put into action has real meaning. If I say, okay, I know my father, I know my parents, what does it mean? It means I'm trying to really understand what is dear to them, how to please them, how to understand, how to serve them. Knowledge does not mean, oh, my father is 6 feet, his weight is 200 pounds, and he has this complexion, his name is. That is theoretical knowledge. That is fine. That yes, Krishna, oh, his name is Krishna, he was born in Mathura, the jail, and he was married to this, he had this many gopis, this many. That is okay, fine. But knowledge should translate to bhakti. If we really know Krishna, we'll be eager to perform bhakti. And it's not that my father, what will he want? What will be his deepest desire? That my child remains happy and prosperous, is it not? Every parent wants that. So similarly, Krishna is not wanting that we become devotee because he has lack of servants. Oh, he needs money. Oh, he needs more worshippers. He needs more people to offer bhoga to him. No, that's not his intent. A true father would want the child to be prosperous and grow and love, and whatever is best for the child does that in a very healthy, in a value-based way. Similarly, Krishna, he is not a worship-hungry God. He's saying, my child, if you do this, it is going to be best for you, not for me. I'm not hungry for your bhoga. I'm not hungry for your dollars. I'm not hungry for your shlokas. I'm hungry for love. And if you do that, you will become happy. So, for your sake, Tomara, I have come. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I have come. Tomara hoino loino avatara. For you I have come, specially in this day and age. So, this is real love. And he's willing to go, the father is willing to go to any extent the child can understand and make the best use of his life. Similarly, Krishna is willing to go to any extent. Therefore, he provides us scriptures, provides us devotees, provides us prasadam, provides so many things. Hare Krishna. Any other thoughts, comments in that connection? Does that make sense? Mataji had to drop, but any other devotees want to add anything there? Feel free, please. It's a thoughtful question. I'll ask all of you a question, and then I'll also try to add. So, my friend asked me a question that Krishna mentions in the Bhagavad Gita in chapter 18, text 67. I'm going to open that for all of us. That we should not share this knowledge of bhakti with those who are faithless, right? Idam te nat pa sakya na bhaktya kadachana na cha asurushave vachyam na cha mam yo abhyasuyati. The confidential knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere or devoted or engaged in devotional service, nor to one who is envious of me. Right? You just read this. So in short, it should not be given to those who are not pious, not devotees, not austere. Now the question is that ISKCON members, ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, distribute Gita in many places. Sometimes those people are not, as per this criteria, fit recipients. Some may not be austere, they may be engaged in meat eating, they may be engaged in other inappropriate things. So how do we understand this? Does the question make sense? Is ISKCON violating the codes or the rules of the Gita? Anyone wants to take a shot?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, my thing is that due to their Agnata Sukruti, so maybe some people get interest. They don't know what they are doing, but when something they get to know, they get some knowledge, so they want to follow that. That thing is there. And to please Guru and Gauranga, so we have to do preaching. So preaching is the main thing Prabhupada said. Just we are not a sadhus sitting at a holy dham or sitting in your home and doing. So we are a preachers. So our movement is a preaching movement.
Nice. Anyone else wants to add? Is the question at least making sense? Is that your question too? Because if Gita is saying that, don't give it to non-austere, non-devoted, then why are you distributing on the road? On the road, who knows, whom we may meet. How many of you have a question? You want me to add anything? Okay, I hope I'm audible. Just take a few minutes. So let's understand this from multiple aspects. Firstly, Bhagavad Gita spoken 5,000 years back in end of Dwapar Yuga. The situations were different. In Kali Yuga, who is actually qualified? Who is actually qualified? Actually, if we see by this definition, there is probably no one who will fit in every aspect. Basically, who is austere, who is devoted, who's engaged in devotional service, and is non-envious. There are very few out of 7 or 8 billion people, maybe less than 1% would fit in this category, who are in all. One may say, no, I graduated from IIT or some Harvard, but actually that's not devotional service. One may be wearing a tuxedo, one may be having a corporate job, but still, that's also ultimately the root cause of envy is envy from God, because everyone wants to build their own empire. How much are we engaging in devotional service? We may say, no, I fall in this category. Sorry, we don't fall. How much austerity we do? How much devotion do we show? If Prabhupada would have also thought, oh, let me not go to America, you and I would not be having access to Gita, and probably you and I would not have been reading Bhagavad Gita on this Zoom call or any other call. And what to speak of you and I? Millions and millions. ISKCON has distributed millions and millions of books, and millions of lives have been impacted by reading those books. Even in the jail. In the jail, people are gone in the jail because they did some really bad activities. ISKCON is preaching in the jail. Why? Because we are the real followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who says, Prithiviti Ache Nagaradigram Sarvatra Prachar Hoibe Moranam. In every town and village, my holy name will be chanted. Patra apatra nahi dekhi sthan sthan, yaha dekhi taha kare premadan. He did not see who is qualified. If he would have also seen who is qualified, who is not qualified, then Jagai and Madai, who were drunkards, who had done all wrong things, would not have been the recipient of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. In this age, everyone is, pretty gone case. Kalyug ke baddh jeev hain. We are like the fallen souls. All of us, sorry. That's why we are there in this world, except for few rare souls. So therefore, there is a dire need. There dire need to help. If we keep thinking who is qualified, who is not qualified, then nothing would happen. So let's be part of the solution. Yes, we won't be fanatic. We won't push upon someone, hey, you have to take this, otherwise you're, bound to go to hell. No, that's not our mood. We treat with good impression. We treat with respect and give a chance. So therefore, it is said, the devotee of the Lord is even more merciful of the Lord, especially pointing to this verse. Krishna says, don't give to those who are fallen. But Prabhupada and his acharyas, they are very, very fallen. Shri Ramanujacharya gave, he got the mantra from Guru. Guru said, don't give to anyone. This is very special mantra only for special souls like you. Because even anyone hears this mantra, they'll go back home, back to God. He went immediately to the top. And if you do this wrong, if you basically don't follow me, then you will, bound to go to hell. Next day, he went to the temple and gathered everyone. On the ceiling, on the roof of the temple, he said, everyone, town, village, everyone, please come. And there were no loudspeakers, so he went on like a top of the roof and loudly chanting that mantra. And the news reached the Guru, what are you doing? These are not like pure souls like you, Ramanuja. What are you doing? He said, if I have to go to hell and all these go to back home, back to Godhead, I'm willing to do that. This is the mood of a pure devotee. Yes, some people will disrespect Gita, agree. Yes, some people may not touch it with clean hands. But this is the mood of Mahaprabhu. A preacher has to take some risk. Prabhupada took some risk. Devotees take some risk, calculated risk. We don't push it upon anyone's throat, especially if they're not interested. But we give a benefit of doubt. My dear friend, my dear brother, sister, please try. Please try this. Please take it for your good. And lives have been changed. Habits have been changed. Hippies have become happies. If Prabhupada would who were his audience? They were indulging in illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, gambling, everything. They were not pious, they were not austere, they were not devotees, they were not. Prabhupada gave them the pure message and they became pure devotees. Same is the mood of Jagannath. Why does he come out? To give his darshan to anyone and everyone. What to speak of darshan on the Rath Yatra time? People can go and hug him. They could be in the dirtiest of the clothes, or they could have not taken bath. They could be in sweating. And Lord is like merciful. So my message to my dear friend who asked this question is, he says, we have to understand the scriptures in a wholesome way. If we take just one aspect of the scripture and miss the whole picture, then we can jump to wrong conclusions. We have to see how the scripture can be applied to make a positive impact. If we think that no one is qualified, then what will happen to the world? The world is going through a tough time. Bhagavad Gita is the solution to all problems. So ISKCON is doing a great service to the humanity by giving them the real knowledge of the science of soul, the science of God, the science of connection with God. So my request is, let's help to the best we can and be an ambassador of change and promote as far as possible the best means we have. Hare Krishna. Any other thoughts, comments? Any devotees on Zoom have any corrections?
Very nice, Prabhu. Very nice. Wonderful thought and sharing. So I was just also thinking, like even Nardamani preached to Murugari. So the preaching is required for people who are fallen, first of all. So if we think that they are fallen, we cannot go to them, then how can they get delivered? So even Jagai Madai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, so they were merciful, going to those kind of people who did every sin in the world. So that's why like this moment is very important for people, especially in Kali Yuga, who are fallen. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Very nice. And we are all in that category. Someone helped us too. Every saint had a past. Valmiki was a Daku too in the past. Right? Every saint has every sinner has a future. Every saint had a past and every sinner has a future. So the world needs people who are living by Gita and giving Gita. Live Gita, give Gita. So let's be part of the solution and inundate the world with Gita, because the more Gita will go in every corner of the world, the more the holy name will go in every corner of the world, the better the world will be. It'll be Vaikuntha. There are no more Kunthas. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samved Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha. Sorry. कृपा सिंधुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. Hari Bol. Thank you again.
Hari Bol, Prabhu.